Morning everyone, happy Monday. How do we feel about the glasses? I'm not too sure. So I decided to get some blue light glasses. I just got these on the Iconic and I fear I'm obsessed. They also had some clear frame ones and I'm like, do I want to go those ones? Maybe, I'm not too sure. But they were on sale and I thought, you know what, it's a fucking sign. Thought I would take you along for the week, 32 weeks. I wanted to show you as well, I'm about to take my supplements. I'll take this one at nighttime actually. This is my iron supplement. There we go. That, when I went to my midwife appointment at, must have been 28 weeks, she was like, yeah, your iron is low. And I was like, oh, fabulous. My hemoglobin was quite high though. Apparently Milo does that, and I have been having Milo like it's going out of fashion, and apparently it does that, so that's fun. And then also Tanika, my doula, recommended these to me, Primal Energy. Usually you have 4 is the serving size, but I've just been having 2 in the morning, and it has made the biggest difference because I was finding I would wake up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock and be like ready to like have a nap again at 9 a.m. So it feels like I'm in my first trimester again. On the agenda for today, I have a pelvic floor physio and it'll be my second appointment. And then Kira Lee's actually coming here to work. She actually hasn't seen this house yet. Back from the Gold Coast quite late last night. So we went down on Friday morning at 5:15. We left the house. I had some podcast recordings. So the plan with work has been really just batching out. Gonna have some Weet-Bix. If you're pregnant, you know. The plan has really just been bulking out as much work as possible so that when Bub is here, I'm not having to do like the additional work that obviously supports and grows the business, like the podcast, but just doing all of that. And then of course, like when I feel ready to record, I'll start recording, but at least we've got them on hand. So 3 guest episodes. That was like 8 till 12 in the studio. But I'm gonna eat these Weet-Bix, plan, go to pelvic floor physio, and I'll update you when I see you next. My way back from my pelvic floor physio. That's my second ever appointment and I'll only have one more. Couldn't recommend it enough if that you are pregnant to prepare your body for birth, delivery, and then postpartum as well. My pelvic floor physio actually has an app, so between appointments I'm still following like a protocol, if you will. Like it's kind of like a training program for like pelvic floor activations, breathing. She's got some pregnancy yoga in there. So I've been doing that at least 2 to 3 times a week. The appointment was so good. We just like checked on my pelvic floor activation because I really struggle to have the mind to muscle connection with my pelvic floor. It's definitely a lot better and I could activate a lot more, but releasing is something that I struggle with, which obviously when you think about, you know, labor and pushing a baby out, you want to be able to release that pelvic floor. That's how you're going to get the baby out. I just realized I haven't shown you guys my office space. I'm hating the cords, like that is giving me anxiety, so need to sort that out. I'm gonna try and get them underneath the rug because that was like the whole reason that I put the rug there. Don't mind the dog toy. Loving the little mirror. Hello. Would love something behind me, but equally like recording and client calls, I actually like a really plain background. I did really like having this as my background. How freaking cute. The prints of Kira Lee and I from like one of our more recent shoots, I think it was in November. I am obsessed. And then some little decor. I've got my incense burning. I've got my walking pad here for the moment. I might move it elsewhere in the house, but I'm not too sure. It's still handy, but like I can't do calls or like work with where it is. So love my desk. It is so big. We've got some good drawers. Just like this sitting and this being my work view, you're kidding. I absolutely love it. It's now 10:30. Kira Lee's coming here at 12. I find it hard when I've got like a lot of tasks and then I'm like kind of just like overwhelmed with like, where do I even start? What do I do? And then I kind of just fuck around with irrelevant shit. This productivity timer, I just got this one from Kmart. So handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 30-minute blocks. I'm going to have some lunch as well in between before she gets here. But I've got my incense burning. I've got my candle, coffee, like a tasty drink. productivity timer, and giving yourself those rewards, like this one I'm gonna do after, this one I'm gonna do after. I've got my list of tasty drinks that I'm gonna have today. I'm gonna have a ceremonial cacao because Soph made me one on the weekend and it was so fucking good. So that's my story. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's get stuck in, shall we?
It's really like 1, 2, 3, 4. At least a month when you come back is like pretty much booked.
Yeah. And even looking at like the finance tracker, May
so true.
is already at 19. I'm not working at all in May.
Yeah. Yeah.
June 15.
Yeah.
July 10.
So
that's
true.
us not making any new sales for a 4-month period.
Which I actually think you're going to make a fuck ton of sales. I think that's what I'm thinking. It's, oh God, what's going to happen when you send out all these links? We're going to have to pre-book all these bags.
I was having a great day up until about 2 p.m. The world started falling apart. Not really, but kinda. A few things in business, a few things personally that was just like, oh my God. Still got it done, nonetheless. Spoke to some friends, which always helps. Put on the potatoes. Isaac came home, finished dinner like a king, and he was just a champ. Did all the washing, dishwasher's on, like absolute king. I was just saying to Isaac, we just went for a walk. We did a nighttime walk after our dinner, which is also such a slay for digestion. You just feel so great. Like, I feel great after that.
So good.
Getting the steps in. I said, thanks for just being the actual best. He just is the best.
Let's go.
Good morning. I look like shit. It is 7:48. I have a day of back-to-back calls starting from 9 o'clock until pretty much 4. We're just at the hospital. That wasn't expected or planned. But basically once you're at like 26 weeks, the baby has like consistent movement patterns. So I feel like I've been quite chill in the pregnancy. But one thing that I do know is like every night at like 9, 10 o'clock, even 11, like he is having a fucking party like this, constant elbows, knees, whatever the fuck he does. And then I kind of went to bed last night, not really thinking about it too much. Then I just like woke up at like, I want to say it was like 2, 3 a.m. I was like, I haven't felt him move much. And then I was like, when was the last time I felt him move? Like I'm just like wide awake. And I remember when Kira Lee was here yesterday, she was like feeling him like kick and move, and he was like moving so much then, and that was like 2 p.m. and I'm like, fuck, like then it's been 12 hours like since I really felt him. And I had a pretty stressful afternoon yesterday, like shit ended up just happening. So I was like, oh, maybe it was that. And then I was like, I know that midwife is like anytime that you just like feel like reduced movement, it's not even necessarily like no movement, like just reduced movement, like call us. So I call, and I've called the fucking, like I just Googled my local hospital like after hours because I couldn't find in my, you get this blue book for pregnancy. And I was like, I remember her highlighting it, but I couldn't find the number. So I've just called the after hours thinking that that was the number. And she was like, oh yeah, babe, like come into emergency now. And I was like, okay. I've like hung up the phone. I'm like walking around the house. I just have my shirt on, no pants yet, like crying. Because I was like, oh my God, she's at emergency. Like, especially because that I had in my head from when the midwives have told me, like, you know, come to us here, we'll monitor, we'll check in on him. And I was like, oh my God, like it's an emergency. Like I was just, and then I'm like, am I gonna have a C-section? Like I was fucking like, had a quick moment. And then we're in the car on the way there and I was like, I know that she highlighted something. So I'm going back through this blue book, finally found the piece of paper. I'm like, oh, it's a different number. So I call that number. She's like, yeah, come up to the birthing suite. We'll check you out. Like all good. I was like, okay. So she's like, okay, if you're already on your way, yada, yada. But it was kind of good in the sense that we could actually do like a full practice run, because if it's after hours, there's like a different parking spot and just like how to walk and like get up, and Isaac hadn't even seen where like the birthing suites were and things like that yet. So he's now equipped. So we went up and the staff was so nice. I was just like, wow, so grateful that this is the hospital where I'll be giving birth. And they like put me into the monitoring room and then she's like, oh, I want to upgrade you. I want to move you into this room, upgrade you in the hospital. And then she put me into like one of the birthing suites, which was so weird to just like, I'd already seen the birthing suites because I did like a tour a couple of weeks ago, but it was weird to just like be in there and like on the bed. And I was like, what? It was weird to just like be in the room that like, it's like got the pull out sofa bed because that's like where your partner can sleep and like just all of the things. I was like, oh my God. But it was nice to see how I felt like from a nervous system perspective. I was like, I actually feel, saying to Isaac, like really safe in here. The staff is so nice and feel really supported. And she was like, because I was like, I never want to be that person, you know, that's like, I'm a bit worried, and they're just like, oh, for fuck's sake, you know? But yeah, she was like to me, she's like, no, come in. We'd rather you come in, call, like have peace of mind. And again, I'm not like a big stressor typically. So I was like, I feel fine. So that's that. But what's the time now? Basically 8 o'clock. Get set up for some calls today. I would love to do one of them on my walking pad just to get some steps in. I'm not sure what one. So they're on an oversized button up. I'm just kind of just sitting cool. Collaboration happening. I'm like, this is so rogue, I feel. Like you either love or hate this. But a bagel, avocado, cottage cheese, tuna, and Nando's peri-nase sauce. I've got quite a few DMs to respond to. So I'm going to do about 15 minutes or 20 minutes on the walking pad. I'll probably get like a kilometer or so in. But habit stacking is so beneficial. So this is just a nice way to get movement in, especially on a busy day and when I'm constantly sat at my desk. Rocky was just barking at the door, but it's because some parcels are here. I got sent a parcel from Sable. I'm so excited because I put out a TikTok maybe a week ago now, or just shy. It was actually on Thursday, and the fact that it's Tuesday and it's here, crazy. Put out a TikTok on Thursday because I was like going through all of the things. I was like, what do I need to buy still? I was like, I actually don't have a nappy bag because I was watching like, you know, pack my hospital bags and people were packing their baby's hospital bag, like, you know, things. And I was like, fuck, I don't have a nappy bag. And it's funny because my mum is so type B. She's like, you don't need a nappy bag. So some people were in the comments saying that like, just get a tote bag, you just throw everything in, whatever. But I am so type A and my mum knows that. So, yeah, mum's like, no, Taylor, you're gonna like want a nappy bag because you're type A. Anywho, put it out on my TikTok, and then so many people were tagging Sable, which I'd definitely seen their nappy bags in the past. And then there was another brand as well. And then she so kindly has sent me one. I'm like, oh my God, like, oh. She was like, I have to send you one. So grateful because Sable's is an over the shoulder. And then the other one being Sable is backpack. So I'm excited. This is so cute. If you're out and about, it's a little change mat to change bub. This is like a cooler bag, but I feel like you could put like bottles or things that you need cold in that. This is Gorgina. Oh my God, I'm having the time of my life. I just am so excited to be a mommy. We are on client call number 4, or just about to start client call number 4, which is a onboarding call for one of my new accelerator clients. She's a fitness coach. And then I have my final call right after that. I've just made a ceremonial cacao. I need to just brain dump actually because I have a few things that I need to do before the end of the day whilst it's on my mind. Emails, prep for tomorrow's call with an electrician with my dad. We're doing a collaborative call, which is gonna be so cool. And then call notes from the clients this morning. I'm gonna pull up her audit. Making sure that you have any questions answered. Then from there, we'll finalize your audit. We'll give you an implementation plan based on what we chat about today, and that will be in your Notion portal. So there's kind of 2 main platforms. There's Kajabi, and then there'll be Notion, which is where this is. It is now 5:24. I'm just finishing up my final work of the day. Why is it always like the little admin things, like the little task tickers? You always underestimate them. But I'm just going to do some approvals for our fortnightly check-ins for our accelerator clients. All of our clients one-on-one and accelerator do a fortnightly check-in where we actually review their marketing, finances, all of the things. So we've got some drafts here that I just need to approve for Curly to actually send out to all of our clients, add in any feedback or other suggestions or recommendations. And then just going to finalize something for a call tomorrow. and final Telegram. I've only got one message in Telegram from a client. So I'm gonna do that. And I just heard Isaac get home, gonna cook dinner. We've been loving our little afternoon / after dinner, depending on when we do it, walk, which I love. We did that last night as well. So you're probably gonna do that, get my final steps for the day, have a shower. Namaste. Hello, my darlings. I'm still looking just as disheveled as yesterday morning, but we're not in hospital, so that's fun. But I've got this robe from Kmart. It was $20 and it's so good. It's so fluffy and soft. And I'm just sat on the couch. Isaac made me a coffee before he left for work. So I had a coffee and I've just been working away. I'm just doing some module planning we have a marketing and sales, I don't like the word course, but like element to our accelerator for our clients, like from like an education side of things, just for more efficiency for them. So rather than having to be on a one-on-one call and me explaining something, it's like, here's a 10-minute video, watch, apply, go do. And I'm really big on constantly like updating content because things constantly shift, especially in the landscape of marketing and sales and like what's working on socials right now. Different strategies and adjustments and things like that. So just going through planning all of that, and then I'm going to record soon. I was meant to have a marketing meeting with Amelia at 9 o'clock, but so it's 7:25 now. But she is, I think, in Sydney or Melbourne, I can't remember, and her flights got changed and things like that. But we kind of were just like chatting in Telegram then. We're like, we don't really need to jump on actually. We were kind of just chatting in there. So that worked out well, but it's been good because it's kind of got me on a timeline. I'm kind of going to pretend I'm still on the timeline if I have to be done these two things before 9 o'clock. And then, excuse me, I'll probably get ready. I'm just waiting to hear back from my boxing coach. I was going to do a session with him at 1 o'clock today. Okay, stunning. I've heard back from him. So I'm going to do that. Oh my God, I haven't seen Mark in so long. He's just like, he's my boxing dad, you know? He was like one of the first people I told that I was pregnant. I just love him so much. So I am going to do that. Now, what's the time? 5 something? 5:30? 5:50. It's our Wednesday date night. I was in charge tonight and we're doing a little cozy night at home. Got the couch set up. I love this cloud couch because it makes it a bed. Slay. Got the candles on. Love. And we've got some pizzas in the oven. Are they almost ready? Yeah, just about. I'll cut them out. Cut them up. Love. But someone, aka the person that's not pregnant, is on a deficit. So we're a bit limited with our options, aren't we? So meals are at home. So we're doing a little day night at home, relationship check-in. I just had a meeting with Dad and a client who's an electrician. So that was really good. We got that done. Did boxing. Good morning. Electrics. Cheers. I look disheveled. I feel disheveled. It is 3:45 on Thursday. I'm so tired. I'm literally so fucking tired. Woke up at 5:15 this morning, naturally, which is weird for me. And then as you would have seen, we went to the gym, took Rocky on a walk, and I also had chiro, and Darcy was very impressed with how my body is. I'm just like swinging on my chair, don't mind me. Was very impressed. Body's feeling good, which is a slay. And then came home back to back client meetings, which has been fun. But I was just saying to Isaac, it's like trying to fit in the little things where it's like booking a podcast in between and then responding to this person in between. And I'm like, oh my God. And then gotta eat, you know? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. So now I've got 2 client calls with my UK clients. Oh, we also did a money meeting as well. We went to a cafe, grabbed a quick coffee, did our couples money meeting as well, which I might talk about tomorrow, another day. But thought I would just come in, give you an update, show my face. Not that you've been looking for me, you know, it's a vlog, it's not the nature of it, but anywho, that's what's been happening today. And then we've got like a list that we're slowly chipping away at for the house, just a bunch of admin-y stuff that we want to do over the next day or two. It's the Easter long weekend tomorrow as well, so that's the updates. But I'm going to jump into my 2 meetings. I might do one of them hopefully on the walking pad. I'm at 5,000 steps for the day, so I'd love to get to like 8,000. Then afterwards I can clean the showers, have a full shower, wash the hair, namaste, you know what I'm saying, for the night. But that's me. I just have not picked up my camera today. I just finished 2 client calls. One that was an extended strategy session with a once-off client, going through all like course launch prep back-end things with Kajabi as well. I'll send her a bunch of resources and an implementation plan to get that happening. And then a call with one of my long-term clients, Chelsea. We have our whiteboard of tasks to get through. Fucking hate mopping. Need to clean the bathrooms. You know what's weird as an adult is just like who's telling me I need to clean the bathrooms? No one. I'm making up the rule that I need to clean the bathroom for my mental sanity. This is the state of the nursery right now. This is from the brand Milk and Poppy, and she so kindly sent me one. I'm like keep finding more compartments. So there's like a back compartment. There is this, which the lining is stunning. I'm pretty sure she self-designed or drew the prints that go inside of these, which is wild to me that someone can be this talented. There's like some water bottle holders in here, zips. There's like 4 little pockets and then 2 side pockets. One of them you actually put your wipes in, and that's like the wipe compartment. Bang! I could just be walking, bang, you need a wipe. Insane. Then also this, oh, the leather, it just feels so stunning. You love, like love. I don't think I'll be sending him to a daycare of any kind, but imagine this being a daycare bag. Obsessed. And then also same thing, portable changing mat. She also sent me I believe this is the pram caddy, but like catch me wearing this as a fucking handbag to the shops. Pram caddy, who is she? Like, are you kidding me? And then in here we've got the same thing, the prints, and then you've got a couple of straps. I think the same thing applied to the backpack actually. So you can attach it to the pram. So like underneath there. I am obsessed. I'm so fucking happy. And then there's more. Wait, there's more. It's not a bag, I promise. It is from Mama Etc. Their baby carrier. Now I've heard from just like everyone, like you need a baby carrier. And the cool thing with these as well is it goes from like when they're newborn, they're front facing you, they're just like on you, especially if you want to do things around the house. For me, if I want to work, go on a walk, whatever it might be, and not take the pram, carrier. When they get bigger, they can face the front. They're like a little koala. And then when they're bigger again, you can back carry them. So love this. I've also got the Artipop, I think it's Artipop one in the beige. So can you tell I'm a beige mum? I'm feeling very decked out, very grateful with all of the things. This is also like the clean pile of wraps and blankets that I need to sort once we get the drawers. But you can just tell that we've got a beige theme, don't we? But I'm just obsessed, and like the little cloths. I just can't wait for his things to get here so I can actually put everything away. Whiteboard I was speaking of a bunch of shit we got to do. That is today's agenda. But I'm gonna go set a timer on my little productivity cube, because then it's like a gamified race to get my shit done. I'm gonna set like a 30-minute timer to get both of those notes done and sent off. And then I'm gonna hit this. Kind of wanna go to the shops today. Oh, it's shut. That answered that question. I might do an online order just to like get the like hangers and shit.
There's some more hangers in there.
Now like hanger. And some things from Amazon, like drawer dividers and stuff like that. Wow, this is an up close angle. I hope I don't have any boogers in my nose. How fucking cute is this dog?
Little rockers.
You're pretty cute too. I don't know if I would describe you as cute though.
What am I?
No, but like, God, that pimple is like an eruption out of my fucking head. That's criminal. Have you seen the thing where it's like you can pick cute, sexy, funny, smart? You can only pick 2. I think you're funny, sexy. I don't think I'm cute. So I think I'm only sexy by default because I'm not cute, not because necessarily I'm sexy. I don't know at this phase in my life right now if sexy is the word I would use to describe my appearance. That is fucking criminal. There's no amount of makeup that's fixing that, you know what I'm saying? Anywho, we are currently on our way to Isaac's parentals for a little Easter, Good Friday dinner. Don't know why that took me so long to compute. Kelly is the queen of platters, so we're going to be platted up. Except Isaac, as you guys would know, is on a deficit, so enjoy that one.
I'm starving myself.
I was like, what are you having for lunch? He's like, nothing. I've got to save my calories for mums. So there's that. That's one way to do it. I feel like the biggest thing with platters, is that I just got fucking powder all on my pants. I don't do it every time.
I thought you always get stains on your hair.
Yeah, I always get stains on myself. I was even wearing a white shirt before and I somehow got makeup stains on it. I feel like the thing with platters more than anything is actually yes, of course, the cheese and all of the things.
Navigating the platter.
But it's because you just unconsciously eat. You just eat, you know?
I think I was being wise, just about to pick up this.
You almost, I feel like the hack when I was in my deficit was almost making yourself a small platter. Kind of like when you get a bag of lollies. Next minute you're just like, oh my God, I'm at the end of the bag. Versus just portion controlling, you know? God forbid we portion controlled any bloody who. I also would love, I don't know, Isaac never maps. I always, whenever I'm going somewhere, I'm putting it in maps. Purely for just a good ETA, you know what I'm saying? Isaac would not do that. Never does. So, I'd love to know the ETA because I'm going to start editing this vlog because I really just if I don't edit it right away, it just doesn't happen, and I've still got the nesting one to do. I'm so obsessed with these glasses. That, criminal. I need to do my nails this weekend. So I got my kit. I literally look like Jeffrey fucking Dahmer, guys. Look how fucking cute he is. He just will not sit anywhere else in the car but your lap. I'm going to shut up shop, wrap it up here, and call it our week. Thank you for dealing with me for the past however many minutes it's been. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all of the things. We'd love to, get in the thousands with the subscribers, you know what I'm saying, rather than the hundreds. So that's the goal. But love you all so much. Have the best rest of your day whenever you're watching this.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.